Hello, family. This is Charmaine coming to you live. Thank you for being a part of my newsletter. So, I wanted to talk to you about patient. As you know, the patient is the theme for today. So, I wanted to give you experience. Unfortunately, we all deal with having this patient moments that we should build upon. So, I'm going to share a little incident that happened to me where my patience was being challenged, and I thought I was patient, but this particular day, I realized I needed more patience. But during the pandemic, one day I was walking into Kinko's and I needed a job done. So, we have the 6 feet circle. Every time you go to a store, you have to stand 6 feet apart. Well, this particular day, I went into Staples. Nobody was at the register. So I came to the register, I came to the counter. But this particular gentleman who was the cashier, he stood 6 feet from the counter. So he wouldn't come to the counter. Now, this have never happened. I've been to the store many times. You come to the counter, the cashier come to the counter, right? Even exchange, right? So this particular day, this gentleman, he stepped 6 feet from the counter. And I come to the counter talking to him, telling him what I wanted. So I automatic, it was odd. So I was like saying to myself, okay, here we go. We're going to have one of these exciting days, right? So I was explaining to him what kind of job that I wanted done. I had a flash job as well. So one of them USB they have to put in the computer, and I had to show him where the job was at. So he was respectful. He wasn't rude or anything. He just wanted to keep his 6 feet distance away from me. Now, keep in mind, I had my mask on. We had to wear masks during this time. So we had to go to another register where I can put my USB flash drive in. So I'm going to try to make this story really short and sweet. But anyway, we get down to it, open up the flash drive. One of his managers come, and I guess she probably know that he has a little issue. So she tried to come and smooth out the situation. Now, he comes closer to the computer, which is the counter, and she told me for me to step back 6 feet. So now I'm the customer, I'm being ready to be served, and I gotta move 6 feet back. So now it's like I'm yelling at them, telling them what I want. Now, two things to be going on. He got an issue with this COVID pandemic and he don't want nobody near him, or he got an issue with color of my skin. So I'm saying to myself, Lord, you're going to have to help me on this one. So I'm keeping a smile, being calm and cool and everything. And they talking to me and I'm trying to talk to them with this 6 feet distance. And as I'm watching other customers come in, nobody else got to move 6 feet, but I got to talk to him 6 feet, away from the counter. So I'm saying to myself, okay, be patient. This is bigger than you. So I'm still, 6 feet. All of a sudden, I started humming while he's trying to find my file and get the job done. And the manager's talking to him. So the manager leave, and he's being polite, asking me questions, and I'm being polite, talking back to him or whatever. So he goes get the print job, and the print job was incomplete. So, he's looking at it, trying to figure out, well, why the print job came out not right. So he said, okay, I'll print it out again. So he went back and printed it out again. Now, keep in mind, I'm still 6 feet and he's working at the counter doing his thing as if, I got COVID and I can't touch him or anything or come near him or whatever. So he prints out the job again and the job still got an error mark or whatever. By that time, now he's frustrated. He's frustrated because he can't do a good job. Now, I'm saying to myself, Lord, help me with this here, because this normally don't happen to Charmaine, So I'm still being patient. I'm humming. I'm going in circles, just trying to keep myself occupied and calm down. So the manager comes back again. And so the manager takes over. So now this manager, I know. So I said, do you mind if I come back to the counter? She said, yes, come back to the counter. So she realized that she had something on her hands. And I said, Lord, I'm going to pray for you. I said, because I know having an employee like this can be really challenging sometimes. And she said, yes, please pray for me, the store, and everybody else. So to make the long story short, or the moral to the story was my patience was being tested. Normally somebody would say, oh, they felt discriminated or there was an issue or made a complaint because I was the only one who's standing 6 feet. But I think at the end of the day, it was more or less testing my patience because there was something going on with him, whether this COVID was really scaring him, or maybe he had some experience with someone, in his family who had COVID and he didn't want to catch it. I don't know what the issue was, but I knew that if it was a different person that dealt with it, who didn't understand the dynamics, they would have felt some certain way. They probably felt discriminated, how they was treated, or vice versa. But I think at the end of the day, the man felt ashamed for two reasons. For number one, they had to treat me like I had COVID and I had to stay 6 feet distance from him. And then number two, he couldn't do a good job to please me as a customer. So as he walked away, I noticed his head was down and he went in the back as he was disappointed with himself and everything else. So the moral to the story is, I hope there was a lesson that he learned out of it, and it was a lesson for me to even be patient even more during difficulties, because sometimes we don't understand what the other person might be dealing with, and vice versa. You never know what I might be dealing with or what kind of day I had. But anyway, that was one of my journeys one day that I had, that patience was testing me. So if you're ever in a situation like that, be patient. Ask God for guidance, and look at the bigger picture. Sometimes it's not about me and you; it's about the situation at hand. There was something else more bigger than me or him. Well, maybe the bigger picture was more about him instead of me. But hopefully, somewhere down the line, it changed him. It gave me more patience to deal with people who might be having issues, and I think also for him, it definitely helped him in some capacity. Not sure, because I can't speak for the gentleman, but it was a learning experience. So with that being said, I'm going to end this here video. So that was one of my experience of being patient. And if you'd like to share one of your experience being patient, you can always text me. I think I have my number on my website. Visit my website. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.